today you guys, I want to talk to you guys real quick of some simple strategies that I use real quick when it comes to swing trading, you guys. And this is my strategies because I know recently a lot of you guys have been doing a lot of swing trading because I know a lot of you guys have jobs and stuff. And I understand, and I do swing trading myself too, but I don't use it as often, only when I see good solid opportunities, okay you guys? And let's get into it, you guys. But before I do that, I want to remind you guys to make sure you guys subscribe. Alright, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Right next to the subscribe button, there's a tiny little bell. Make sure you hit that bell too so it can notify you every time I post a video. Because starting today, you guys gonna start seeing consistent videos, about 3 videos a week, you guys, around that. Alright, probably a little bit more, but to help you guys out, to help you guys become a better traders, to help you guys be more profitable as well, okay? So again, you guys, the groups that I have again is Tradewithfidel on Instagram, Tradewithfidel on Facebook, and Tradewithfidel on the Discord app. It's a great way to reach me if you have any questions, any advice, or you want to sign up for the one-on-one training. And we're gonna have a competition too, starting January the 1st, 2018, you guys, as well. So you can win some extra money or a session with me, basically a whole month with me to be able to learn from what I do. Okay, you guys? So again, make sure you guys join the groups, okay, and to reach out on me as well. Okay, and besides that, I do post my watch list at the Discord app too to help you guys out, to give you guys a bone so you can see, you know, what is going to be hot the next day. Alright, you guys? Alright, you guys. So let's get into it, you guys. So I have total of 5 top strategies, you guys, that I use. Alright, and these strategies, you guys, give me a second, let me make sure the volume is on. Perfect, the volume is on. So these strategies, you guys, that I use are basically for swing trading, you guys. And my favorite one, let's start, okay, with the first one, you guys. My favorite one is a gap up, okay? And a gap up is basically when it drops about 40, 50, or 60%, you guys. And one day, like overnight or so, right? And it drops so much, and majority, when something like that happens, I go back and look at 3 months, 6 months, a year, and try to see where is the original price or where it hangs out the most. So if I notice that they drop 40, 50, 60%, I try to buy in at the lowest and hold it, sometimes for a couple days, sometimes for a couple months. Sometimes for a couple weeks and sometimes for a couple months, you guys. And here's a good example, you guys, that I have right here on EARS, EARS. As you can see, I bought it November 28th, and I hold it for a whole month, you guys, for December 28th, okay? And I made good profit on it, you guys, good percentage gain too. It got me very excited, you guys. So that's an example of a gap up, you guys. Alright, another example of a gap up too, you guys, that I have too is the NIHD, and this one right here, I bought it December 20th, and I sold it today again, and this one I basically hold for 8 days, and as you can see, here are the percentage gains, you guys, of me getting in, getting out. Here are the charts of both EARS and NIHD. Sorry, you guys, I've been doing a lot of training, about 5-6 trainings every day. Besides that, I do the live trading, so I've been talking a lot recently, so bear with me. But thank you, I appreciate it. So that's basically my number one, you guys. It's basically a gap up, you guys. When something drops 40, 50, 60%, and you look at the chart going back several months, maybe a year, and try to see where is the original float of the price, around what increment, and the majority of the time it will go back up to that price, close to that price, or about half of that price. Alright, so that's strategy number one when it comes to swinging, you guys. Alright, strategy number two, you guys, is basically when you see there's a stock and it's hot, it's doing very well. Sometimes I try to buy in at a pullback, a good, nice, decent pullback, or at a very low price, an hour before the market closes. Okay, some people like to do 10 minutes before the market closes. I like to do 1 hour, and the reason is I need some confirmation to show me that it keeps trending up for the rest of that hour. Besides that, it helps him build some cushion on the way up for the rest of the hour, just in case overnight if something happens or after hours it drops. I'm able to sell it with a stop loss above percentage gain, so I can lock in some profit. Now, a lot of people like to buy 10 minutes. Sometimes, 10 minutes or a few minutes before the bell. Sometimes, if the stock's not real strong, what happens, a lot of people sell before the bell, a few minutes before the bell. So that's another opportunity. If it is strong, buy in at that dip of that drop and ride it going back up after hours, okay? So that's the other one. You got strategy number 2. You guys basically try to buy at a dip an hour before, or maybe a few minutes, 10 minutes, or a few minutes before the bell if people are selling at that dip as well, and ride it trending up the next day. Okay, so that's strategy number 2, team. Strategy number 3 is basically when there's news or a heavy catalyst, you guys. When there's news or a heavy catalyst, you guys, sometimes what I have tend to find out through my experience, when there's good news, good catalysts, like the cryptocurrencies are going on right now, like Bitcoin, Litecoin, all those currencies. Besides, sometimes when you get a good catalyst, some good news, FDA approved sometimes, or sometimes when something's getting delisted, sometimes those stocks, right, they tend to trend for 1 day, 2 days, the 3rd day they consolidate, and the 4th day they trend again. So sometimes it builds a couple of legs, you guys. Here's a good example. If you can see the chart right here, L-Film, L-F-I-N. As you can see the chart right here, as you can see this right here, this momentum was about a couple of days, you guys. And it started from $5 and it went all the way up a little bit over 130 bucks within, I think it was 2 to 3 days, which, it was very well. It was very good. A lot of us made a lot of money on that, you guys. And there was a heavy catalyst, some news behind it. It got bought out by a cryptocurrency company, something like that. I'm not really sure, but it had to do with basically Bitcoin and Litecoin. It had to do with all that. But it did very well, from $5, you guys, to 130 something bucks. Literally, you guys, as you can see the chart, the numbers don't lie. And when I saw that, I personally got in and the team as well around $7, and we just kept buying in, buying out, buying in, buying out. I hold it, I think, once overnight as well. So we made some good money on that team. We made some good money on that. You see that? And that was some news, a heavy catalyst. And like I said, usually it just grows for a day, because the first day people are on it, people are catching on to it. The second day, more people are catching on to it. More people. You see that? Another phase of people get involved. So usually the 3rd day consolidates, the 4th day it might go up a little bit more. But that's what I came to find out. So that's strategy number 3, you guys. Basically buying the hype, buying the news, buying the catalyst. And sometimes if it's very good, it's going to go supernova for a couple days. And again, going back to L-Film, if I'm correct, it went to like 1,500. 1,500, I think within a week. 1,500, you guys, %. Who would knew? If I knew, I would have put a lot of money there, everything I got, but, yep. Okay, so that's strategy again, you guys, number 3. Now, strategy number 4. Strategy number 4 is basically you guys buying at a float, okay? When you notice that something hasn't moved in a while, you're going back 3 months, 6 months, if you notice it's at a float, and this is one of the floats where it sits at a good support. For example, let's say at $3, it sits there, and usually it bounces down there, and it's been hitting that price, and it goes no lower than that price for the past 6 months, 1 year. So you'll notice that's the lowest it goes, and it has gone for that long time. And usually, majority of the time, about 90% of the time, it's gonna bounce back up. To a newer, to basically it's gonna bounce back up, go trending up. Because usually that's where it bounces from. Okay, when it hits a very low, that's the lowest it goes, and it bounces off that low. You see, like an example, UJazz. That's one that's been going on around lately. In UJazz, it hit the lowest of the lowest, and a lot of people were putting money on that. And guess what happened? It broke to a newer low that it haven't broken in a while. You see what I'm saying? Now, usually that doesn't happen. You see that? That's usually about 10% of the time. Usually about 9% of the time when it hits that low, and majority of the time will bounce back up, team. Okay, so that's catching it at a float, catching it at a low. Okay, all right, you guys. Now strategy number 5, last but not least, okay, is something that I came to learn from my friend Ricky Gutierrez, that sometimes when there's nothing really going on, you guys, so you guys want to make some quick 6%, 3%, buy an inverse stock. Okay, inverse position. For example, like LABU and LABD. Those, as you can see, they run against each other. You see what I'm saying? They run the same direction against each other in the opposite direction. Another one that I have, for example, is JNUG, JNUG, and JDST. That's another one, another example how they run inverse, basically against each other, same direction, same everything, just against each other. And sometimes those are good ones to predict, especially if you want to swing it overnight. Sometimes you can look at the chart to see where is it at, and you can see where it's going to bounce, and you can see where you could get yourself in at a good position and sell it at a high position maybe 1 day later or 2 days later. Okay, you guys? Excuse me. So that's real quick. Got some strategies that I use to swing trade. I hope you guys could benefit from this. The next video that I'm going to post up here in a matter of maybe 1 to 2 days, probably tomorrow. Be on the lookout. Make sure you subscribe, hit that little bell, so when that video comes on, you can get notified, because I'll be posting videos at least 3 times a week now, you guys. Besides that, I hope you guys learn a lot from this. The next video that I'm going to have here coming up, I'm pretty sure within 24 hours is going to be on the channel. It's going to be tips for strategy when it comes to swinging. So swing strategy tips, you guys. Alright, so you guys could benefit from it, so you guys could learn. And that's something that I'm trying to do myself too. Do more swing trading, because I'm a very good day trader, so I don't really need to swing trade. But you know, why not make some extra money while you're sleeping, right? Exactly. So definitely, so that's something I've been doing lately, and I've been doing very well, because you know, I'm good at the indicators, I'm good at reading the charts, plus my experience and everything I have came to learn. You know, I'm a good trader. So okay, again, traders, you guys have a good week. Make sure you guys subscribe, make sure you guys hit that little bell, and make sure you guys join the groups if you're not a member already of Trade with Fidel on Facebook, on the Discord app, or follow me on Instagram team. So if you guys have any questions, feel free, reach out to me, and I'm here to help you guys out. Alright, traders, you guys have a good day. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.